Hello everyone. It is Susan with Susie Simply Handmade, and I have a really fun, quick, budget-friendly, gorgeous project to show you guys tonight. Here's what we are going to be making. It is just a little lantern that I crafted using book pages, some really fun ribbon, some sequins, and a little Dollar Tree battery operated light. And you can use these for every holiday, every season. You could put this on your Christmas tree, makes a really pretty ornament. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a book page that is going to have the slits cut in it. We're going to be folding it in half, but first we are going to decoupage a beautiful napkin on it with some florals. Okay, so that's the first step that we are going to be doing here. I'm just going to use my Titebond Quick and Thick. Get a little bit on my finger here to separate the napkin plies. That's a really simple way to do it. Just put some glue on your pointer finger and your thumb. Make sure that you only have one ply there. That's all I'm getting. So you gotta make sure you take your plies off. And then I'm going to just decoupage this down on here. And it doesn't matter that it's like 2/2 of a napkin or whatever, because this is going to have the slits cut in it. It's just going to be a design to give you something pretty. So I'm just using my Quick and Thick because that's what I have. And it works really, really well. So real quick, and you want to decoupage it on really good. So you want to really spread that glue completely over the entire surface, okay? Don't miss any of your surface. You want your napkin completely on there. What I want here, like I say, I'm not going to be real particular about it. I'm just going to lay it down, make sure it's all adhered well. And if you have any spots that aren't, of course you're going to need to go back over that, because like my edges are not done. So I'm going to go ahead and fix those. There's that. Now let's cut this out. So you just need for this project 2 book pages. A napkin is optional. Scissors, glue, and something to decorate with. You can use, like I say, I use the sequins on my other one. On this one, we're just going to be using some ribbon or some decorative, like we're going to be using this. It's silvery and it's really pretty, and it has like a little braided design sort of. And you have something that looks like this. Okay, your book page on the back, your napkin on the front. Let's move that out of the way. And then we are going to fold this in half lengthwise, just like that. And we are going to cut our slits about 3/4 of the way down, and we're going to go about 1 inch apart for each one. Don't worry if they're not perfectly sized, because I'm not, you know, measuring or anything like that. I'm just eyeballing them, just like that, all the way down. One more. Let's see, those aren't even, but that's okay. So now you have something that looks like this. Okay, and you've got all of your cuts in there, okay? So that when you go around like this, you're gonna have the shape of your lantern, okay? So very simple. Once you fold it in half and make those slits and you open it up, it is ready to go. So we are just gonna go ahead and glue this in place, just like that. We're gonna glue those edges with our hot glue tool. Have your lantern shape. It's ready to go, very pretty, all ready with the napkin on there. I love that color. So that part is ready. Now we're gonna take your other book page. I told you you need 2. And we are simply going to roll this one up to make the center of your lantern, and you want to make sure that it is big enough that it kind of fills out that it touches here. So I'm going to let it open up in there, and then I'm going to glue that in place, okay, to itself. Don't glue it to the lantern part yet. Glue the middle ring just like that, and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the other side, the bottom here. Like I say, it's just opened up to where it's touching here. That's all you need. So then put some glue in there, glue it to itself. We are going to, it's a little bit tall, so I'm going to cut it off a little bit because I want to be able to glue these edges here, but I want to leave some of this. Now, if you pull it tight, you're going to flatten it. Don't do that. You're going to want to glue it down like this some. So I'm going to go ahead and glue around this end, and then I'm going to cut the top off, and then I'll glue it. And you can measure it beforehand if you want to as well, but it's just as easy to do it like this. So I'm going to put some glue all around this tube here to make a nice even edge, okay? Just go around your circle, trim that off, or you can cover it with a ribbon or whatever, or fold it up in, glue it up in, whatever. I'm just going to cut mine off. So I want this down a little bit so that the lantern edges stick out, because I don't want to pull it tight. So I'm going to push it down a little bit and kind of glue it where I want it in one spot on one side, and then I'm going to glue the other side. Make sure it's kind of even here, like that. And a good way to gauge is maybe to put it around like right where the words come, and then cut off this white part. So bring it right to the edge of the words. That seems to be about the right size. And then we'll just be able to cut off that top edge, okay? I think that's gonna work just fine for what I'm wanting. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna cut down through here a little bit to where I can get in around this. Just gotta be able to get down, you know, in there. And then I can go right around that edge and cut this off. You can use this as an ornament. You can use it as a self-sitting one. You can put cardboard, a little cardboard circle in the bottom of it so that it can sit more sturdy with your cardboard. However you want to do yours is perfectly up to you. I really like to do different variations. Like I said, I did my little fancy gold one. Now I'm doing kind of one for fall. But these can still go together in a vignette if you would want to. Now the way that I did these sequins was, I just took my glue gun and I squirted out a bunch of glue on here. And I have the sequins just in a little plastic baggie. And I literally just poured them on out of the baggie and onto the glue. And then just kind of brushed off and touched the excess ones that I didn't need. I still have a couple loose ones there that didn't adhere well, but that's all you have to do is kind of just brush off your excess ones, and that's how you adhere those on there to get them quicker and easier, because it takes you a long time to do them individually. So let's go ahead and put some trim on this one. This is just going to go around the very top edge, and it'll kind of cover any roughness you have or any unevenness of your paper. So real quick, add some of this. You could do a couple layers of it if you want. But like I say, sequins, ribbon, oh gosh, there are so many ideas for this. Okay, so there we go. We've got the top done, and I think that's really pretty. It adds a lot to the, you know, the floral design on your napkin. Now let's do the bottom. Then we're gonna add a handle. But see how quick and simple these go together? And, you know, all you need is a book. Okay, so here we have it all decorated, and then all we have to do is add a little handle. And again, I'm just going to cut a piece of this. You can use whatever you would like to for your handle. I'm just going to hot glue this right on, because I think this is just a really pretty idea for a handle. And then you could put like some little sequins or beads or buttons or something on each side of the handle as well if you want to fancy it up a little bit. That would be really pretty. So I love giving you guys all different types of ideas. But again, I'm going to make some of these for Christmas because I think they're going to be gorgeous for Christmas and fall and all the things. So every holiday, every season, you know, summertime, you could make these and, like I say, put them on your patio if you protect them. Seal them really well with some waterproof Mod Podge or something. You don't want to get them rained on, but you could, you know, sit them outside on a covered porch or something and enjoy them. But look how sweet that is and how quick and simple that was. So let me show you guys. So I have our little light here. Now this one's a little larger, so the light's going to fit right up in there. This one is going to need a piece of cardboard. I'm going to start to just cut it, and then I'll trim it down to fit, because I'm going to kind of just eyeball it. Show you guys how I do things here without, if you don't have a marker or a pen, which I mean most of you are going to have something like that on hand, and that's wonderful. But if you don't, that's okay too. You can make it work. Around her on this side. Try not to get it too small, because I don't want it to go too small. I'm taking my time to, and I'm almost there, just a little bit more. So see, you don't even have to trace it. You can just kind of eyeball it and make it work. But make sure that you don't cut it too small, because if you do, it's going to be hard to glue up in there, okay? That one looks pretty good. Well, pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Okay, I think we're going to work here. So we're going to put some glue around on the inside edge here. All around. because the good thing is this is open, so I can drop my my little light in from the top. And again, you can get these little lights at Dollar Tree. I got these on Temu. I painted this one, but this one is, it's like a little faceted one. I painted this one and put glitter on it. Smash or tear anything up. But like I say, I want it to fit tight in here, but once you get that glue in there, it doesn't want to slide real well. And then we have our lantern with a bottom in it, ready to go. And then we'll just turn our light on, drop it down in. And you know, these things really light these up well. You wouldn't think that they would, but they really do. Look how much light you get from that. Look how beautiful that is. So that's it, you guys. Very quick and simple. You can hang these. You can make them all different sizes. With this one, I just cut my paper sheets down a little bit smaller. All you have to do is just cut your book pages down as small or as big as you want. These we pretty much used full ones and just trimmed them up a little bit. These I use like half sheets. So just have fun with it. Use whatever design that you want or that you have, whatever type of ribbon, sequins, anything. Like I say, make them for Christmas, for fall, for summer, for spring, for you know, your Thanksgiving holiday table would be absolutely beautiful. You can even do them for Easter in all different colors. Like these could be like pink and blue and green and yellow. How pretty. But just, they really turn out nicely if you just decorate a little, you know, decoupage napkin on there. And then, you know, they're colored and you don't have to like paint them or anything. But look at that little butterfly. How sweet is that? Hope you guys enjoyed them, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, guys.